Been through the desert, walked in the ocean, climbed up a mountain, I've sang in the wind, I cried out in the moonlight, I've drank that potion, wished in the fountain, and I've lived in sin. I keep searching for an answer to make me complete, but every time I think that I found it, the ground shifts under my feet. What I know is every moment is a blessing, and every love is like a light, and beauty comes with every sunrise. Living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose of life. To the goddess, lie in the night, dance with the devil, I've screamed at the store, held hands with the holy, I've touched the divine, I've plucked every petal, and again I've been born. I keep searching for an answer to make me complete, but every time I think that I found it, the ground shifts under my feet. What I know is every moment is a blessing, and every love is like a light, and beauty comes with every sunrise. Living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose of every kiss
Celebration Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to another fabulous Sunday morning. I know it's going to be a fabulous Sunday morning because there was lots of chitter and chit chat all the way up until after I started speaking. So welcome. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning, and I'm so happy to see everyone here this Sunday. My name is Reverend Kris Alexander. I'm the senior minister here at Celebration Center. We are physically located in Falls Church, Virginia, if you happen to be in the area, but if you aren't, no problem. You are welcome wherever you are. We are committed to creating a truly global community. And with that, if you are online, an extra special welcome to you this morning. Let's see, what do I want to ask today? What is your favorite breakfast food? If you're online, drop your answer in the chat. If you're here in the room, what is your favorite breakfast food?
Avocado toast.
Coffee, avocado toast, coffee and cookies. Nice, nice, nice. Toast and jelly. Anyone online? What's your favorite breakfast food?
Egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich. I'm trying to think of what my favorite breakfast food is. It's definitely not what I eat most mornings, which is granola with yogurt. But, biscuits and gravy. I'm from the South. Biscuits and gravy with bacon and grits with butter and cheese and salt, no sugar. And if you say anything else, you are wrong. But, you know. Let's see. Oh, Little Salem peanut butter toast. Yum, yum. Yes. Now I'm hungry again, and I did eat breakfast this morning. And honestly, coffee. I mean, if we're going with a food, coffee is a food, which it kind of is. It's its own little, like, square in the food pyramid. Coffee would definitely be my favorite as well. If you are joining us for the very first time today, welcome to you as well. We would love to get to know just a little bit more about you. So if you feel comfortable, please feel free to scan this QR code or go to bit.ly/CCSL guest. Or if you are here in the room, we do have guest cards right over here. Those are just guest cards that will help us know how to support you and let us know that you are here. If you're online, you get to lurk and not tell us you're here unless you want to. So we would love to know that you have joined us this morning. We have a really fun service planned this morning. And in fact, it's going to be really different. Are y'all ready for this? I don't know if you are ready, but here we go. So this morning, the topic is percolating with purpose. And I thought instead of me getting up here and telling y'all all about purpose, that we would do a little workshop together. So we have pen and paper in the back that Miriam and Ryan are going to be handing out to y'all if you're here in the room. If you're joining us online, I invite you to grab a pen and paper or open a Google Doc on your computer or however you take notes, because we are going to be taking notes and answering questions during the service today. It's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I will tell you more about it when the time comes. We also have our practitioner on platform today is Jenn. So now everybody's grabbing pen and paper. So I'm going to hang on for just a second while everybody works all that out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. So hopefully that gave everybody enough time to pull up something to write with or on or at or all of that. Anyways, our practitioner on platform today is Jenn. Let's give her a round of applause. And our musicians today are our music director, Lynn Hollyfield, and she will be joined by Jenn as well. So let's give them a round of applause. We have our glorious tech team in the back, and they have been tirelessly working all weekend long on a variety of projects. So let's give our tech team a huge round of applause. Yeah. Yes. We are so blessed with the people that we have doing our technology and making the center work. Is that all my introductions? I think it is. Okay, let's see what's next. Prayers. You know, we love to pray here. We do something called spiritual mind treatment. It is an affirmative prayer. And if you would like some affirmative prayer from our ministers, our practitioners, and our ministry of prayer, we invite you to fill out a prayer request form. You can do that by scanning this QR code. You can also go to celebrationcenter.org and click on the Request Affirmative Prayer button. Or over on our table, if you are here in the room, there is a green prayer request card. You are welcome to fill that out and drop it in the basket as well. This Thursday night, 6:30 to 8, right here in Haight Hall. If you're online and you aren't sure exactly where you are or where we are or where you are, you can look, and our address is on there. We are doing an art night. Miriam Catellis, our fearless board of directors chair and art teacher, is leading us in an art night where y'all are going to be doing, I say us, but I won't be there. Y'all are going to be doing a collaborative art project that I'm really excited about and kind of sad that I'm missing. Everybody is invited. You don't even need to bring anything. It's a $15 suggested love offering, but please just come. It's going to be a lot of fun. Miriam is a phenomenal art teacher. I love doing art with her, and everyone is invited. So please join us for that. And let's see, it is September 10th. And so as most of y'all are aware, since we are in America, tomorrow is the what is that? Anniversary, thank you, anniversary of 9/11. And so I was thinking about it because, you know, we in Science of Minds, we look to the future, right? And so I was thinking about how this is an opportunity for us to come together to honor the memory of those who lost their lives, of everyone who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001, and to reflect on the increasing importance of unity and empathy in our increasingly interconnected world. We are so much more interconnected than we were even then, right? And let us, as science of minders, as religious scientists, or just as spiritual beings, let's strive to become beacons of hope and love and foster a world where such tragedies are a distant memory in the past, and that we continue to pursue a more peaceful and compassionate world that works for everyone. So let's just take a deep breath and take a moment to just think about the unity that we are fostering. And today is also Grandparents' Day. So yesterday we celebrated the life of Andy Murphy, and we were at Highview Christian Fellowship. And there they very much honor the collective wisdom and the guidance of their elders in that community. They have a senior mother that they honor and recognize. She has a certain spot that she sits in, and everybody knows that she is the senior mother, and that you can go to her for guidance, and you can go to her for love, and you can go to her for a kick in the pants if that's what you need. It's this really beautiful sense of community. And I was thinking about that, you know, that's kind of what Grandparents' Day is this opportunity to honor and acknowledge the wisdom of our elders, of those people who are perhaps elders in our family or elders here in this community. Maybe they're our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our great-great-grandparents. Maybe they're our ancestors who are no longer on this plane. And so I just wanted to take a second to honor all of the wisdom that is represented here at Celebration Center. And if you are a great or a grand or a great grand or a great great grand parent, will you put it in the chat, and or will you stand up for us so we can honor you? Oh, that's totally fine. Raising hands is acceptable as well. Oh yes, there is a lot of wisdom represented in this room. And speaking of, like I mentioned, we honored Andy Murphy yesterday. He was definitely grandfather energy for me. I love and adore him so much. I continue to do so. And I thought today, in honor of that we would replay a video. He told us a joke on Easter last year that we played. And so we're going to play that joke for you of Andy Murphy.
Probably didn't know that Jesus' real name was Andy. Yes, he did.
I did not know. How do you know that Jesus' real name was Andy?
And he walks with me, and he talks to me, and he tells me lies.
And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he... Oh, Andy, we love you, and you continue to be such a bright light in our community, and we are so grateful for all of the wisdom that Andy brought to this community. And with all of that, I would like to invite up Lynn and Jenn for our opening song. Oh, no, I have one more thing. While they're coming up, we do have our hybrid community time today at 12:30. We're just doing a conversation. We'll probably continue the conversation from the workshop and stuff like that we're going to do during the service. So everybody is welcome. It's at 12:30. You'll have time to run and grab some food. It will be right here. Or you can also, if you're online, you just go to Celebration Center and click on Enter Zoom Events. All are welcome. And now, an opening song.
All right. This opening song, there's a lot of repetition in it. It's very beautiful. It's called Dedication by Leah Morris, and I hope you will sing with us on this. So it goes like this. As for me and my house, you will find us serving truth. As for me and my house, you will find us serving truth. As for me and my house, you will find us serving truth. Truth for all right now. As for me and my house, you will find us serving light. As for me and my house, you will find us serving light. As for me and my house, you will find us serving light. Light for all right now. As for me and my house, you will find us serving peace. As for me and my house, you will find us serving peace. As for me and my house, you will find us serving peace. Peace for all right now. As for me and my house, you will find us serving joy. As for me and my house, you will find us serving joy. As for me and my house, you will find us serving joy. Joy for all right now. As for me and my house, you will find us serving love. As for me and my house, you will find us serving love. As for me and my house, you will find us serving love. Love for all right now. Let's speak the truth for all right now. Let's be the light for all right now. Let there be peace for all right now. We share the joy for all right now. And there is love for all right now. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jenn Fay, one of the practitioners here. And when Reverend Kris brought up the anniversary of 9/11, the thought of yesterday's memorial service came to me because at one point Bishop Thomas asked us all to stand up and look around the room, and it was probably like half African American people and half white people, and it was a beautiful sight, and it just made me feel like possibilities expanded in that moment. It really felt good. And and we gave Andy credit for that. So if you will join me in speaking aloud our vision statement. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. So I have a couple of short quotes from Ernest Holmes today in regards to the theme of purpose. Ernest says, "There is a divine spark at the center of our being, but we need to recognize it, believe it, and act upon it." He also goes on to say, "Begin where you are. It would be unscientific to begin anywhere else." All right, so taking a breath and then holding that breath. And exhale. And so we breathe together, inhale, hold, and exhale. And inhale. Hold, and exhale. And if that breathing pattern feels good to you, feel free to continue. Conscious breathing is a powerful practice. It activates the vagus nerve, which I'm sure you've heard a lot about. That nerve that runs through the body that brings our body back to its natural state of peacefulness. Another powerful practice is to connect with your heart space. And so just the focus on that heart energy, that heart essence in your chest, invites it to expand. Filling your body with healing energy. Just think of all of those amazing qualities in your heart, those high vibrational aspects of the divine filling your body. Loving your body. Lifting the very vibration of every cell to reveal that wholeness. That energy overflows into your aura field. Just imagine you're in this bubble of light. Overflowing into the room you're in. And so as we practice this simple focus of the heart, we create a wonderful space that we can come back to. You come back to this room later and that energy lingers. And if there is any person, place, or circumstance you would like to direct this energy toward, feel free to take a moment and do that. And so we feel this heart energy moving through the world, moving through our bodies, moving through our lives, bringing a sense of peace and ease, opening to deeper connections, connections with life, connections with each other. Being a safe place, a safe space for people to be in. Being, as our dear Andy was, a source of unconditional love, support. And so whether you're here in person or you're watching online or watching at another time, that connection is beyond time and space. It holds such power and can bring a wonderful sense of purpose. And so just breathing into this space, like you're anchoring it, allowing it to be part of you, for it is part of you now. Every time we connect with this energy of spirit, we expand and deepen our relationship with it. And so moving into prayer, there is one life. And that life is the life of spirit. It expresses through all of life. Everything we see is the energy of spirit. Everything we appreciate expands in that appreciation. All that we support feels the energy beneath it, lifting it, allowing for it to be more of who it is. Whatever it is, things in nature that we see, every drop of water, every grain of sand and dirt, every tree, every plant, every animal. Just with that of focused appreciation, we uplift it. Every person that we appreciate and honor, listen to, be with, reach out to, we are supporting, we are expressing the love of spirit in form. And so I'm grateful for our expressions of love, our appreciation of life, and the wonder of it all. Even in the challenges, so grateful to have others to lean on through challenging times, and to know that we're never alone, no matter what we're going through, that we are never alone. And so from a grateful heart, I simply affirm the wonder that is beneath it all, and the evolution that is taking place within us all, revealing what's always been there, the spiritual essence of us all. I release these words into the law that responds to what we believe. And so as our beliefs deepen and expand, so it is life. And so it is.
Okay, we're going to share a song that follows along those lines of our connection to all things. And this is a beautiful song by Jennifer Berezin called In These Arms, a Song for All Beings. I cannot turn my eyes.
I cannot count the cost
Of all that has been broken,
of all that has been lost.
I cannot understand
The suffering life brings.
war and hate and hunger, and a million other things. And the light on the hills is full of mercy, and the wind in the trees that comes to save me, and the silence, it will never desert me. I long to hold the whole world in these arms. When I've done all that I can,
And I try to do my part.
let sorrow be the doorway
Into an open
heart, and the light on the hills is called to mercy, and the wind in the trees, it comes to save me. The silence, it will never desert me. I long to hold the whole world in these arms. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings everywhere be free. May all beings be happy. May they be happy. May all beings be safe. May they be safe. May all beings everywhere be free.
Thank you both. All right. Are y'all ready? So, first, before we get into the workshop and what we're going to do and all this work, I just want to tell you what your purpose is. So that way you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to try to figure it out. You can understand that this workshop is not designed for you to find your purpose. All right? Are you ready to know what your purpose is? It's to be alive. It's to live life. Congratulations, you are all fulfilling your purpose. Yay! The purpose of living is life, and you are doing it. So with that being said, what I thought we would do today is a workshop that I have both taken and led. The way that I am doing it is my own creative expression of Greg Lavoie's work in Vital Signs, his book Vital Signs. And I took this workshop from him many, many years ago. And I got to the whole end of the workshop and I went to my minister. I was in ministerial school at the time and I was like, good news! Being a minister is what I should be doing. And he was like, great, glad we're all clear on that since that is what you are doing. So, it is very likely that you will get through this workshop and you will go, yeah, I knew that. Or maybe you'll discover something new about yourself. I also want to stress this is a snapshot. You do not have to find all of the perfect and right words and all of the exact right things. This does not have to be a workshop designed for you to know your purpose and calling in life for the rest of all of eternity. It's just right now. So this is going to be lighthearted and fun and engaging, and I invite you to laugh. And if you feel yourself getting too serious, take a deep breath. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of questions, and I'm going to ask them rather quickly. So this is not, you have to think about the greatest thing ever, make sure that you're answering it right. This is just put down the first answer or answers that come to you and trust that whatever you need to know this morning will fall out onto the paper. You also don't need to write the question down. You can just write your answers on your paper. If you run out of paper and you're here in the room, let us know. We'll get you another sheet. Online, same thing. Don't write the questions down, just write your answers. With that being said, my glorious tech team, if you will type the answers into the chat, that would be really helpful for people, just in case they missed the question. I'll repeat it a couple times, and I'll give you a moment. So I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. You're going to answer all these questions, and the goal of this is to create or begin to create a purpose statement. But we're not there yet. For now, I don't want you to think about purpose statement. I just want you to answer these questions, okay? Are you ready? You're going to a Halloween party next week. What are you dressed up as? Going to a Halloween party. What do you dress up as? If I were to say to you, just go for it, what is the it? First thing that pops into your mind. I say to you, we're having a conversation and I just go for it. What's the it? What's the it that I'm telling you to go for? And for those of us just joining, no need to write down the questions, just write your answers. Quick snapshot answers. You don't have to think of the best answer ever, just the answer that comes to your mind in this moment. Just go for it. What's the it? All right, you have died. It is the end of your life. You're standing in front of the pearly gates that we don't even believe in this teaching. And you look back and whoever is standing there says, what was your favorite part about being human? What do you say? And get specific and write a list. So don't say, my friends, say, what friends? Don't say, my spouse, name which spouse if there were multiples, right? Don't say nature, say Green Spring Gardens in the gazebo. So get specific. What do you love about being human? And list as many things as you can. We are answering the question, what do you love about being human? Specifically, what people, places, events, experiences do you love about being human? You die and you look back and you go, wow, I am so glad that I got to experience that. All right, next question. I know y'all could probably go on for quite some time about all the things you love about being human. But the next question is, what are some of your natural abilities? When you were growing up, what were your favorite subjects in school? What do you just kind of gravitate towards? What do people come and say, oh, I should ask so-and-so because they'll know how to do that? What are your natural abilities? Those things that just are easy for you. What, once again, don't think too hard, just first answer that comes to your mind in this moment. What is the biggest accomplishment in your life so far? And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be big according to the world. It could just be the thing you are most proud of in this exact moment. All right, you ready for the next one? You go to a giant event. There are 20,000 people in the room. The guest speaker doesn't show up. And somebody comes running up to you and they say, oh my God, we need you. You're going to be our keynote speaker. And they throw you up on stage and you have to talk about anything you want for 20 minutes. What do you talk about? Maybe it's one subject, maybe it's several subjects. You're thrown up on a stage in front of 20,000 people. Yeah, 20,000 people, and you have to talk for 20 minutes on something. What do you talk about? With no notes, no prepping, what do you talk about? First thing that comes to mind. What is the number one non-physical compliments that you receive. So not a compliment on your physical appearance, but other, oh, you're so kind, you have such a cool sense of style, you light up a room. What is the number one not physical appearance compliment that you receive? I like your vibe, man. What is the number one non-physical appearance compliment that you receive? You have the opportunity to go back to school. Money is of no concern, and you're not going to use your schooling for some sort of second career. You just get to go back to school and learn anything you want to learn. What do you go to school for? What do you go to learn? If you just get to learn about anything that you want, what would you go to school to learn about? And if you're just joining us online, we are writing down answers, quick impromptu answers to all of these questions. And you will receive more instructions later. You walk into a bookstore. What is the first section that you make a beeline to every time? Or maybe you have a loop. This section, this section, this section. What are the sections that you go to first? What is the one thing that always makes you so mad, like irrationally angry every time it happens or gets brought up? You cannot just let it go. It just grinds your gears. What is the thing that you just cannot let it be? You have to stand up. You have to say something. It just makes you, sets your teeth on edge. All right, I have 3 more questions for y'all. If you could teach every child in the world one thing, and have them truly learn it, what would be that one thing that you would teach them? If you could teach every child on the planet one thing, what would that one thing be? So, Italian writer Alberto Moravia said it's important for each of us to understand the one problem we were born to understand, or to know the one problem we were born to understand. So maybe it's, how do I live a creative life? What is the role of the mind in the course of disease? How do I raise compassionate children? How do I make the world a better place? What is the one problem you were born to understand? Or another way to answer that would be, or to say that is, what is the one question you were born to answer? What is the one problem you were born to understand? Or what is the one question that you were born to know? Do I want to know? I have somebody giggling away over in the corner. I want to know what her question is. What is the one problem you were born to understand? All right, and my last question, and you're going to put the first things that come to your mind, okay? You're walking along a path, and you come upon it diverges into two paths, and up in the middle is a crossroads sign. And on that sign, the two arrows pointing in the two directions, there's two words, one for each direction. What are the two words? What are the two words on your crossroads signpost? Whatever comes to your minds. Don't try to figure it out. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay. What are the two words on your crossroads signpost? And when you get those two words, if you feel comfortable, will you put them in the chat or shout them out? What are your two words on your signpost, crossroads signpost?
Old growth, lake view.
Old growth, lake view. Nice, nice. Old growth or lake view? I heard somebody start to talk over here. Go ahead.
Love, fear.
Love or fear? Peace or love? I want to go on your road.
Happy, sad.
Happy or sad?
Surface world or spirit world?
Surface world or spirit world?
Just the last question.
Just the last question.
River, woods.
River or woods?
Woods.
Safety or unknown.
Safety or unknown?
Both of them would say makes no difference.
Makes no difference on both signs. Makes no difference. Pizza or tacos? Of course, that's what my spouse would say. That is a nightly question in our household. Mine would be freedom or safety.
Freedom or what?
Safety. Anyone online? All right, so everybody take a deep breath. So now I want you to go through your lists. You have all these random thoughts and words and things. Circle reoccurring themes. Just circle anything that you're like, wow, that's coming up a lot. Take about 30 more seconds to circle. You're circling reoccurring themes and all those answers that came up. All right, so take another deep breath. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to create a purpose or a mission statement. So does anybody have one already? Just raise your hand or say yes in the chat. Anybody have a purpose or mission statement? Great. Fantastic. So this is just, it's short and sweet, 1 to 2 sentences. And what it does, because we've already decided that we are all already meeting our purpose in life, which is to live it, right? So this purpose statement doesn't have to summarize every single thing that you're going to do in your entire life. It's just a general direction. It provides some clarity. It helps you align with your values. It helps you to stay reminded of what's important to you personally. It supports you in accomplishing your goals. It's usually something broad, something that you probably won't even accomplish in this lifetime. It's just a direction. It's a general sort of wayfinding place, right? And it can be used for long periods of time without needing to tweak it. And it's just a snapshot. It can be tweaked. It can be changed radically. So it's not a goal. It's not a short-term idea. It's not really something that you're going to really realize. Like our mission statement or purpose statement for Celebration Center, what we call our vision statement, celebrating humanity and knowing the oneness of spirit. How are we going to know if we accomplish that, right? It's a general direction that we're headed in to keep us on the right track. So here's some examples. Walt Disney, his purpose statement was to make people happy. Oprah Winfrey, to be a teacher and to be known for inspiring my students to be more than they thought they could be. You can see that, right? In both of them, you can see that that is what they're doing. Elon Musk, if something is important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. We can see that. Just look at Twitter or SpaceX. Denise Morrison of Campbell's Soup, to serve as a leader, live a balanced life, and apply ethical principles to make a significant difference. Sir Richard Branson, to have fun in my journey through life and learn from my mistakes. You see the big sweeping statements that just kind of make you feel good and go, yeah, that, right? And then Amanda Steinberg, to use my gifts of intelligence, charisma, and serial optimism to cultivate the self-worth and net worth of women around the world. So it can be anything. It can be as verbose as that, or even more so, or as simple as to make people happy. Right? So look at these things that you've circled. Think about, what I like to do is I like to write down my favorite words. You know how some words just make you feel good to say them? I like to write down some of those words. And then look at it and just begin to sort of come up with, what might your purpose statement be? When you look at all of these things, when you answer these questions, when you kind of look at the direction that your life has taken, what's your purpose? Maybe it's to solve a problem. Maybe it's to work with numbers. Maybe it is to understand people, or to spread love, or to be light, or whatever it may be. Knowing that you can change it at any time. And you're going to have about 2 minutes to work on this purpose statement. And then, knowing that that is not much time, I invite you to take this home or continue after the service is over, or join us at 12:30 where we will continue to talk about this and talk about some of our answers and hopefully find out what the giggles were over here and all of that. But this is an ongoing sort of project of, what is my purpose statement? What am I here to do? I'm here to live life, and what's the direction that I would like that to go in? The general sort of header. Maybe you don't want to be tied down to direction, so you just say, my purpose statement is that I will live my life. So the final thought that I want to leave you with, knowing that you're going to maybe all continue to just frantically write through the rest of the service, and that's okay, is that, once again, the purpose of life is to live it. You are a vessel through which the universe or spirit or God or source or whatever word you want to use experiences itself. And in every moment of every day, regardless of what's going on, regardless of whether you're making a mistake or you're getting it right, you are doing that. And so as you look at this purpose statement, as you look at the overarching themes of your life, know that you're already on track, that you're already doing a really good job, and that this purpose statement is just another way that you get to celebrate being you in such a magnificent manner. And so it is. So come on up, ladies, and give us your purpose as music.
I think I'm doing this one solo. But
Lady, come on up, Lynn.
come on. So to keep things light, I was going to share a song I wrote about a little over a year ago. And this is just called Cooking with God. Start with a little happy and add a pinch of sad. Be a little sappy, it might make you glad. Put an ample measure of your proprietary blend. A bunch of sweet, a tad of warmth, and your heart to mend. Add a sprinkle of hurt, and some laughs and smiles. Not too much sourness, but tons of honey, child. Mix a little joy in the bittersweet stew. Spare all the lonely, 'cause I am here with you. Spin your lazy Susan like life's dance floor. Scrape out the fear of losing, that's what a spatula's for. Sift down what you've been feeling, the spices at your core. You're cooking with God, don't skimp, there's always more. Forget about the fear, there's no need to run. Grab the wearing blender and pour in a ton of fun. Put in a lot of silly and a healthy cup of trust. Remember the secret ingredient is always to cook with love. Spin your lazy Susan like life's dance floor. Scrape at the fear of losing, that's what a spatula's for. Sift down what you've been feeling, the spices at your core. You're cooking with God, don't skimp, there's always more. You're cooking with God, don't skimp, there's always more.
Thank you, Lynn. That was even more perfect than I was expecting it to be. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So, as a reminder, I just want to remind you that all of that stuff came from Greg Levoy, GreggLevoy, 2 G's at the end of his name, and his book Vital Signs, as well as he has another book called Calling. So if you want to like really dive in, I can think of maybe a couple of people in our congregation who might want to dive really deep into this. That's a good place to begin. That's where I got this information. You can drop it and be like, never again, or you're welcome to join us at 12:30 and, just continue to explore this a little bit. Greg Levoy, GreggLevoy. Greg Levoy. And he is wonderful. He's a fantastic author and speaker and workshop leader. He's a joy. And he has, if you look him up, he has a blog and, all of the things that people nowadays have. GreggLevoy. Of course. So, with all of that, this is the time in our service for our gifts and our offerings, knowing that your gifts of your time, your talent, your treasures, your love, your beingness, your purpose of living here on this planet goes to the center to support it, to support the vision and mission of this congregation. And we are so grateful for all of the gifts that everyone brings. And if you have a monetary gift that you would like to give today, there are a few different ways you can do that. You can scan this QR code right here. You can also go to celebrationcenter.org and click on the Give button. Or if you are here in the room, of course, we have our basket over on your left. We also have our address on our website. And now, Jenn, would you come up for a quick affirmation and blessing since we're running a little late?
So if you'll join me with our offertory affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so we simply are grateful. Grateful for all the people here, the energy of it, and how that energy shows up in multiple ways with money and talents and abilities and just a willingness to be. And so we release in gratitude all that is given, knowing it blesses this center. And so it is.
Okay, if you're able, please stand. We're going to sing this song together. Mainly, let's sing together. This is Holy, Holy Way by Ricky Byers. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around
Let me
me.
know that love is all around.
Oh, let me know that love is all around
Let me
me.
know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser.
Let me walk each day a little wiser.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing.
Let me share the good that's overflowing.
Oh, let me care for those around the world.
Let me care for those around the world.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing.
Let me share the good that's overflowing.
Oh, let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Oh, let me talk each day a little kinder.
Let me talk each day a little kinder.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Woo! So 12:30, join us online, celebrationcenter.org, and click on Enter Zoom Events. Or if you're here in the room, we have strudel and coffee for you, or you can run downstairs and grab a sandwich, and then please feel free to join us at 12:30. And with that, I invite you to repeat after me. I am something wonderful happening in the world today.
I am something wonderful happening in the world today.
I am full of passion, energy, and love.
I am full of passion, energy, and love.
My life is my purpose.
My life is my purpose.
I allow my soul to come alive.
I allow my soul to come alive.
I am spirit in action.
I am spirit in action.
And so it is.